Hey y'all, it's Michael, and today I'm gonna start a new thing on my channel. I'm gonna call it Read, Reading, Release, Repeat. I'm gonna tell you guys about a book that I currently just read, and then a book I'm currently reading, and then something just random that doesn't really fit the category, and then we'll just redo it again. So I decided to do this because I wanted to create more short videos. Doing these 4K videos, it does take a toll, especially on my computer, since the files are so big, but it's one of those things, you guys. Once you go 4K, you can't go back. A book that I just read is The Power by Naomi Alderman. I wanted to read this book because recently the long list for the I must say Bailey's, but the Women's Prize was just announced. So this is the book that won in 2017. I have a lot of thoughts on this. So this is my second book reading the winner from the. I just want to keep saying Bailey's. I don't understand what. I'm gonna be so honest with y'all. I don't understand what the Women's Prize. Oh, there's bees everywhere. I don't understand what the Women's Prize is really looking for. If anything, I learned from last year, it's that book awards aren't really for me. Unless probably more of the children one and like the Coretta Scott King, like those type of awards, because those I would pay more attention to because they can lead me more into a direction. And I say this because at first I thought like maybe the Women's Prize looked more for like writing and more like literary than anything, but from the two books that I read from the winners list, I wasn't like by them. The Man Booker is different in this regard because the books that I have read from the Man Booker winners list, some of those I love, and with the Women's Prize, I don't really understand. I don't think that's what they're looking for. It's a great prize to highlight more female authors. The thing though is I don't think it is for literary, but then again, I don't also think it's for. So let me just tell you how I feel about The Power. To be quite honest with y'all, I did not like this book. I really didn't like it. The one thing that I did like though is the premise. The premise is so cool. This is one of those books where the premise is so incredible, like the blurb from it, but the execution falls flat for me. The book is presented really cool. I guess I don't want to kind of spoil it, but the way that it's presented and to the reader, I think it's so cool because it's kind of written like almost like a nonfiction historical novel. It's so cool. So it's discovered that women have discovered that there's this thing called a skin within them that they're able to produce like electrical shocks. So they're basically able to electrocute people and like shoot lightning out of their fingertips. It is so cool because then in hindsight, like conceptual wise, it gives this talking point of like what would happen if the patriarchy gets reversed. And so like now it's women that have the higher power, and that idea is so cool, and that basically opens up a lot of this, not only discussion but also like just thought in general. It can like, if it was done correctly, if it was done a little bit better, it could have been something like so thoughtful and philosophical and just like mind-boggling. But I think this book falls really flat. And a lot of the parts are written in a way where it's like he climbed over something, he did something, and it's this constant it's just this constant way of the writing style that really was not jiving with. This is the thing, the more book that I read, the more that I don't really jive with that style of writing. I don't know what it is, but this constant use of just like subject verb, like just constantly constant constantly constant. I just really didn't like it. I also felt like there were topic wise, because this book is also like championed as a feminism type of novel. I felt like there were some huge missed opportunities talking about like things intersectionality wise, because a lot you could just I'm gonna say it, and some of y'all are not gonna I'm just gonna say it. The way that basically all of these people were white. Not even There was one main character, Tunde, who is from Africa, but I didn't even feel like his storyline just wasn't even interesting in the way that like I thought it would have been more like thoughtful, because this is the thing also with these characters. I just was like, okay, and some of them were just like, if you can. And like I said, mentioned, I just thought there was some huge missed opportunities about like more deeper topics. And then with all of these narrators and these different point of views, I think with this novel there should have been less point of views. And I say this because all of these different point of views really didn't add anything to the soup. Like it really didn't do anything to the overall. Could have been even more thoughtful. And I think that was what I was really disappointed in, was that it wasn't as deep as I thought it was going to be. To me, everything just seemed really surface level. It was a really missed opportunity to go even more deeper within these topics. But again, like I mentioned, I just thought the premise, you guys, the premise is so cool, and you could like I could see it. It was just so cool. So yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the book. So a book I'm currently reading right now, and I'm about to finish it as the filming of this, is My Inexplicable Logic of Life. I hope I said that right. By Benjamin Alires Science. I'm gonna talk about it in my next one, but I'm just not liking it so far. Oh, and it hurts to say that because I love Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. Like that book, oh god, that book was so good. And here, yeah, so I'll talk more about this. I thought I would just talk about something that like not book related at all, but I'm still excited about. And that's season 10 of RuPaul's Drag Race. So I'm gonna post this up. We're so close to season 10 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Oh my god, I love that show so much, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited for season 10. So if you watch RuPaul's Drag Race, literally talk to me about it in the comments, because I love that franchise. Like I love it so much. So yeah, and then again, I'll repeat this in the next video. I think I'm gonna like this format more than anything, because I'll be able to upload more videos in like quicker time, and not like these long huge videos with these 4Ks format. Let me know what you're reading, or if you have any thoughts on The Power, let me know. I would love to hear it. Until then, I'll see you guys till next time. Bye.